All right, Richard, let's get into some of these undrafted free agents that the Mavericks added. You know some of these guys. You've watched some of them, scouted some of them. Let's start with EJ Onu.
Yeah, so EJ Onu is a D2 player who I know that sounds kind of unappealing at first because you can easily scream other competition. But actually, it's not even my biggest flaw with him. Before I get into his strengths, he camped the paint a lot. He really took advantage of the lack of defensive three in the key. But he has a 7'9" wingspan. Is a
Holy
shot
crap! Wait,
blocker.
he's a 7'9" wingspan.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
I'm in. He's the next Rudy Gobert.
And you remember those Mo Bamba comparisons, Rudy Gobert with the jump shot? That man, not only he can also switch out on the perimeter just a little bit. Like it's hard to project that honestly from D2, but he can step out on the perimeter too, and on both ends he can shoot the jump shot a little bit. So Rudy Gobert with the jump shot, and the completely toned down version actually applies to him. So 7'9" wingspan, can shoot, incredible shot blocker. I posted some videos of his shot blocking.
Yeah, go check out @MavsDraft on Twitter. So yeah, that sounds like a guy I'm really interested to see in summer league, right? Like that, he should be fun in summer league, but real long shot to make the team or even make the NBA, right?
Yeah, I mean the best thing he has going for him is him and Tyrell Terry share the same agent.
That's a good thing going for you, I guess. The next guy, Farron Hunt, is a guy that was added by the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, so he's the highest ranked player that the Mavs have signed so far as of the time we're recording this. I am all in on this guy. I had him top 60. He's the only one in the top 60. Freak athlete, the very best athlete, not named Jalen Green in this draft class, or Greg Brown probably. So that's pretty good company. He's 6'8". He has a 7-foot wingspan. Can put the ball on the floor in straight line drives, elite finisher because of that length and athleticism, and really good defender too. So, and I've also seen, his biggest area of improvement was his jump shot. You look at the 3-point percentage, but I'd say almost throw that out the window because he's improved his jump shot form a lot. It went from his guide hand was way off and didn't do anything. And then actually, he's worked on it a lot just over the off season, and I've gotten to see a video of it and it's smooth. So I buy the jump shooting there.
And he's from DeSoto, went to SMU, local guy, so that's pretty cool. What's the difference between him and Tyler Bay, just for a casual person that doesn't know the draft like myself?
So Tyler Bay's elite at defense. He has that elite skill. He really just can't play offense. And then Farron Hunt can do a little bit of everything. His elite skill is athleticism. Doesn't have like a skill set that's elite, though.
Yeah. Okay, so Farron Hunt is maybe the guy that has a shot to make a roster to, maybe be on the Texas Legends or something like that.
Yeah, I would give him the best chance at a two-way because I think Tyler Bay is going to graduate from that.
Ooh, I hope so. We're on Baywatch, baby. Baywatch all day. By the way, somebody photoshopped me and Isaac onto Baywatch people. And it was a real terrible Photoshop, like on purpose, but it scarred me for life because Isaac was wearing a one piece and it was just a sight to behold. Carlee Brown, another guy the Dallas Mavericks added. Tell me about, or Carlee Jones, sorry, the Mavericks added. Tell me about him.
Yeah, so he's a really good defensive disruptor. He came in from Radford, transferred over to Louisville. He's going to force turnovers. He needs to, on the other end, get better at controlling turnovers and just shot selection. Takes a lot of forced pull-up jump shots, but he's got a lot of talent. I think he's that defensive pesky guard. He's probably the second best chance to make the team, being like 6'4", 6'5" as a combo guard that can just make an impact on defense. I like him a lot, and he's from Louisville.
And he grew up in Cincinnati, which is, I also do that, so great. Eugene Omarui, tell me about Eugene.
Yeah, so Eugene Omarui, another transfer that really found a home in his new program. He transferred from Rutgers to Oregon, went from 14 points in his last year at Rutgers, sat out last year, and then this year he broke out, had 17 points per game, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, played a little bit of defense, just needs to put it all together as more consistently. But the good news is, while he is 24 years old and spent a lot of time in college, that can be a red flag. When you look at that, he was only been playing basketball competitively since 16, so he's still pretty new, relatively at least. But the hope is 3 and D, and he can pass a little bit.
Yeah, shot 30, just about 38% on 4 3-point attempts per game at Oregon that last season. That's awesome improvement. He started and he took at Rutgers his first year. He took his first year he took 11 threes. Second year he took 5 threes, and then he was shooting 38%. So like you're talking about that kind of like Joel Embiid like progression where you start late in basketball and then boom, you take onto it and you just learn really quick. So yeah, interesting. So they took 2 wings in Omar Rui and Farron Hunt, and then Carlee Jones is the smaller guard, kind of a Patrick Beverly type it seems, and then EJ, who's the Mo Bamba but better. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, at worst, he's probably going to be Mo Bamba, so it's not a hard bar to clear.
Wow.
I'm throwing all the slander.
I was going to say all the slander.
Tonight.
What is it? Okay, there's something about when you come on the podcast with me, you slander like a whole bunch of people. I feel like, do I bring it out in you or what is it?
I don't know, man. There's a look in your eye where you just tell me, you're like, come on, say it. And then I can't control it. I don't know what happens.
Oh, by the way, when you said D2, the first thing I thought of, this is how tired I am after this whole draft thing. I thought of the Mighty Ducks. That was the first thing I thought of, Mighty Ducks D2. That was the first thing that entered my brain. There you go. Go follow Richard Stayman. Great stuff on the draft, his mock drafts, his big boards, all that stuff. Pinned to his profile at Mavs Draft. Go follow that. Subscribe to the Locked On NBA Draft podcast. I'll be following these guys and looking forward to 2022. Who's the number 1 pick in 2022?
I'm going to go with, I want to say, I'm so caught up in 2021. I want to say it's Jaden Hardy. I think it's his name. It's probably him. He's going to the G League Ignite. I think it's him.
Okay, so we're going to have to pay attention to the G League Ignite again. Dang. Great.
Hey, next year's class is good to have a pick in again.
There you go. And the Mavs will have one, so we'll be bringing you back on. Thanks so much for joining us. Guys, we'll be back possibly this weekend, but definitely on Monday. Guys, thanks so much for listening to Locked On Mavs. Peace out. Boom.